It just stopped raining a couple hours ago and I decided to come to the skate park to see if it was dry, and it is. So I thought it'd be fun today to come back and see if I can improve those go-to tricks I was talking about in the last video. So let's get to it. There's always room for improvement, and the first trick I'm going to be working on is that Nollie 360 shove, and I'm sure you saw that I didn't really pop it, so I'm going to try to add a pop to that.
2 hours later.
But first I'm going to warm up on flat ground a little bit. Man, there's such a strong smell of like wet dog over here. It's probably from that dog park across the way over there. That's where I parked in the last video to talk, but luckily today there's no one here. I got the park to myself. Looks all like Jurassic Park over there.
How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it.
That one was almost primo. Let's try it again. I don't know if you noticed, but with my nollie flips and switch flips, I always do this like chicken wing thing with my arm. Damn, heel flip first try? That's unheard of for me. What kind of bird is this over here? Like red on the top of his head. That was probably like the best backside flip I've done in a long time. Had to get some water though. Now that I'm rehydrated and I'm warmed up, let's get into working on those go-to tricks and improving them. And like I said, I'm gonna start with the Nollie 360 shove, and I'm gonna improve that by adding pop to it because I was just like scooping it before, not popping. So let's work on a couple nollies before we try anything. Alright, those nollies felt pretty decent. Now I'm gonna take it to the next step and do some nollie shoves. Alright, that one didn't go as planned. Alright, that one felt pretty good, but if I'm gonna improve this, I really gotta add some pop to it. Alright, that one was pretty solid, or it felt pretty solid, so I'm going to try a couple more and then I'm going to go for the 360 nollie shove with pop. I meant to say nollie 360 shove, but you know what I mean. Also, I just sat on this, so now my pants are all wet. Damn, that's all I got to say. I'm ready for the nollie 360 shoves. Blech. That dog park smell is really starting to gross me out. It smells like wet dog, and I'm starting to get a hint of shit smell too. I think the rain just brings out all the nasty smells. All right, adding that pop made it a little harder, but it wasn't too bad with just the regular shove, like the 180 shove, but adding the 360 shove added a whole new level of difficulty. Obviously, doing it without the pop makes it a whole lot easier for me, but adding that pop with the 360 introduces the board potentially like flipping over while I'm doing it, so I gotta figure out a way to keep it flat. Also, it's starting to get darker out. As you can see, the clouds are rolling in, so hopefully I can get this one today, land at least one, and maybe move on to the other tricks I wanted to talk about, but let's get back into it. No pop. All right, that one I heard pop. I'm gonna count that one. That one took a long time, but just like with every trick, it takes practice, and I definitely still gotta work on them, but I'm gonna try a couple more and then move on to the next trick. All right, I got the pop on that one, but it was really sloppy, so I'm gonna try just a couple more, and if I don't land it, I don't land it. I'm gonna work on it still, but we'll move on to the next one before it gets dark. Pop again. As you can see, I keep landing on it, but I'm not spinning it enough, and if I don't do it the way I'm doing it right now, it's gonna flip over. I have to spin it slower. I gotta figure this out. Oh man, this one's really wearing me out, but I got a few. It's pretty cold out, but I'm sweating like crazy trying to get this one. I've been here for about 2 hours, and I've mostly been just trying to do this trick. But I think I figured out a few things. It's more about focusing on the pop and then spinning it really slow, like kind of controlling your spin and scraping it off the ground, not scooping it. And also I'm putting my feet like this. I want to put my foot over here so I can scoop it really good, but it flips over, so you got to keep your foot right here and kind of scrape it off the ground instead of scoop it. And what I mean by scraping it instead of scooping it is like when you scoop it, you kind of turn it sideways and scoop like that, but scrape it, you're just scraping it and keeping it flat. As for K-grinds, I think I got them pretty on point, but there's a couple things I want to fix. I really like how Jamie Foy does front crooks, how he pinches it, and I want to be able to do it like that. And also, I want to work on like popping out of them more. So I might already be doing this and I just don't feel like I'm doing it, but we're gonna do a few on this ledge right behind me since it's the only dry ledge at the park right now. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, for that angle, I'm really focusing on aiming on that wheel so I could pinch the trucks. And I think once I get that pinch, I'll be able to pop it out too, because I'll have the pressure on there, and when I pop off, I could just release the truck. So I'm gonna get a different angle and see what the pop out looks like. Also, I'm walking around because mosquitoes are attacking me, so I'm trying to get away from them. That one felt like I pinched it pretty good. Alright, if you can't tell, it's pretty dark out here. My camera does a pretty good job at doing video in low light, but it's starting to get hard to see. Alright, for this last one, there's not really much I could do to improve the blunt 5.0 rock and roll, but I want to work on my confidence, and I think I'll be able to roll back in on bigger quarter pipes if I learn how to deck it a little bit more when I go into rock. So I'm going to try to work on that on the mini bowl because it's too dark to do it on something big. So let's go work on that. If you don't know what I mean by decking it, it means I'm trying to get my back trucks up as high as I can on the coping. So I'm gonna try and get a couple more from a different angle.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before.
This video was kind of a sequel to the last video, and I think I accomplished what I set out to do, and hopefully you guys learned something from this. Maybe you can get something out of this video, and you can realize that there's always something to work on. Even on tricks you already know, you can improve them. And today, for me mostly, it was about learning the Nollie 360 shoves. I really wanted to throw the pop in there so I can get it down bigger stuff instead of just like scooping it and throwing it down stuff and hopefully landing on it before it over rotates or whatever. But hopefully the tips I discovered while trying this will help you out. And if you have any tips, you already know how to do this trick, please send them in the comments. I'd love to know how to do this a little better. So that's about it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. In the next episode, I kind of want to try something a little different. I've always liked segments in shows, and I kind of want to make something like the old 411 VM videos, how they had like spot check or highlights with the pros or things like that. So I think that will be fun, and I want to try something new. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas for segments in my videos that you would like to see, and hopefully I'll throw them in there if they're good ideas. If you like my videos, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, comment, everything helps, likes, and I'll see you in the next one.